to the channel and our next adventure. Today's a really exciting one because we are heading to Walt Disney World, and just now we are on travel day today, but yesterday was pre-travel day, so you're joining us from our pre-travel day location, which is the Premier Inn at Manchester Airport. It's been fine. I don't think any more than that, just fine. Very basic room. The best thing actually is probably this mirror. And the lighting on it is really nice. But yeah, I don't think I would come back. But this is our very first time travelling from Manchester. I'll put some details of where we're travelling from, where we're travelling to, and where we're staying and everything on my Instagram. So make sure you're following me, Adventuring by Heather on Instagram. But yeah, this has been okay. It's been very loud during the night. You alright? Very loud during the night because the planes literally come right over the roof. So yeah, very noisy during the night, but it was a bed for the night, so we're here. Like I said, we've never done Manchester before, so we are flying from Manchester on the 1 o'clock flight today with Virgin Atlantic, which is exciting as well. I've never travelled with Virgin, and we have been very religiously stacking up some points and are using those for the first time too. So yeah, it's really exciting, isn't it? We've seen so many people travelling with Virgin and doing this kind of thing, and I'm still on maternity leave, and it's made it possible for us to go on a second holiday, never mind going to Walt Disney World as our second holiday while I'm on maternity leave. So we're really looking forward to yeah, travelling in a new way for us today. So first time in Manchester, first time with Virgin, and we are flying into MCO, which is Orlando International for anyone who's not familiar, and then we will be arriving at All Star Movies Resort in Walt Disney World. Sorry, she knows. So yeah, really excited. Got like nervous energy, nervous tummy like this morning. I don't know why I get like this when I'm travelling. If anyone else gets like this, please let me know in the comments. I'm trying my best to stay chilled, because I know I've done this before with baby. Yeah, for anyone who's not seen previous, we are travelling with our baby as well, who's now 6 months old. So we've done all this before. I know we can do it. We've travelled to Tenerife before with him, so it'll be fine. But it's just a longer flight. Like I said, we've had a pre-travel day and everything as well. So, but yeah, it's all going well so far. So far so good. So we're about ready to go, but I just want to give a wee quick look around this room here. Like I say, Premier Inn at Manchester Airport. We're kind of, like I say, getting ready to leave, so everything's a wee bit, it's not quite how it was when we found it, but I'll just show you very quickly. So I'll come back to the toilet. So yeah, basic Premier Inn, bed, baby not included. We did get a fan, which is good. Usual teas, coffees, etc. This big, I'm assuming they would just have this as an extra bed / couch, but it's very big, so we didn't really use it. We do have a window out. Planes are literally coming over here. They did give us a travel cot, however there's no mattress in it, so if you are coming with a baby and you want to use the hotel's travel cot, there is literally no mattress there, so we didn't put our baby in this. Not very comfortable for him. Big TV. The lounge fly is ready. Toilet is not for me, but sink, which was big enough, we were able to use our collapsible basin and cold water steriliser in it, so that was fine. Just really basic. So fine. Towels and that were fine. Shower. Just everywhere. So yeah, very basic, but it was, what, how much was this?
£54.
It was £54 for the night, so I suppose you can't really complain at that. There are extra pillows if you would like them. Yeah, very noisy during the night. I don't think any of us have really had a great sleep. Not a lot of plug points either, so if you are coming here, if you're like us going somewhere like America or anywhere probably that you're not going to have your usual UK plugs. There are only UK plugs in here, and there's only 4. So keep that in mind if you are planning to charge some things up. Does that need to go with me? Did that come with me already? So you keep that in mind if you're going to be charging things up, because there's nowhere to just plug a USB in, so we were sharing one UK USB plug adapter between us. So yeah, really basic. Like I say, this is the first time I've ever travelled from Manchester before. I've seen loads of people doing it, in particular on other YouTube vlogs and things, so we just thought we'd try it. We didn't know, obviously there are lots of different price points around about here, but we are like a 10-minute drive from the airport, which is really ideal for us. But we are also going to do the meet and greet parking, so we would normally use something like your parking space when we're flying from somewhere like Glasgow or Edinburgh, or one of the like park and ride airport car parks. But this time we've chosen to do meet and greet. Yeah, right at the window. This time we've chosen to do meet and greet. So I'll take you along to see that. Oh, look at that light. It's better. On our way to meet and greet, which I will...
That's the landing lights.
We're just driving past the landing lights, so on the other side was our hotel, which is why we had the planes coming in right over. But yeah, we're just heading to meet and greet, and we're just chatting through all our costs and everything, because we're trying to kind of do this trip on a bit more of a budget than we did last time. So we're just saying that last time we went to Pop Century for 14 nights, and this time we're going to All Star Movies for 10 days.
10 nights.
10 nights. 10 nights. And there is about £3 of a difference. But bearing in mind we are also using our Virgin Atlantic points, which if anyone wants any more information on that, just let me know, comment down below. Yes, it's something that I feel like I talk to everyone about because we're so amazed at what we've been able to save in doing it this year that way. But yeah, we're also doing meet and greet, which is £140, so that was a wee bit more, but because we have so much luggage, pram, car seat, 3 cases and hand luggage and everything, we thought meet and greet was much more convenient for us, much more worth the money than we probably would have done before. So we're on our way there just now, and like I say, £54 as well for the Premier Inn last night. Again, like I say, there are definitely lots of different price points in the area. That's just the one we went for. Like I say, we're doing it a bit more on a budget this time. But yeah, it was what it was. But yeah, so we're on our way, and I will show you a meet and greet at Manchester Airport. You drive into the welcome area and just park up. Your details should come up on the screen and the cameras will take several images of your car before entering the meet and greet parking area. There will be a staff member here as well directing you into the space of where you can park up, and you'll have plenty of space and time to get your belongings out of the car and before heading over to the terminal building. So we've come in the entrance over here at Terminal 2. You come over to the right here, sorry, other way. You come over to the left and this is meet and greet reception. This is where you drop off your key. Basically then the guy explained to us that when you come back to pick up your car, they will you basically come to these little machines at arrivals. You put in all your details or you scan your receipt and it drops your key off to you, and it's parked on either level A or B, and we've just dropped our car off at level D. So it should all be pretty simple process, and they were super helpful as well. There's trolleys just at the entrance as well, which was just like a really short walk across the road, so we've been able to, or we actually haven't got a trolley, but we would have been able to get a trolley really easily as well if you need it. The dreaded self-check-ins, the worst, but we've just come not far along here, and Virgin Atlantic that is just here. These would have been the bag drops, but it's these self-check-in things, and then special baggage just along there, so we'll head over there with the car seat. I will never like the self-check-in bag drop thing. It's horrendous. We've had to come to the desk anyway to get the guy to help us, and because it wouldn't work for us, our infant bag wasn't coming up, so we're having to just basically get someone else to tag all of our bags. Anyway, nightmare. But we're getting there. We're getting everything tagged, and then we can go and actually physically drop the bags, but I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Side note to that, they're basically doing that for TUI and Virgin here, so if you're flying TUI or Virgin, you will need to do the self-bag drop. Okay, so we checked in over there. You basically just come down to the end to oversized baggage. You need passport and boarding pass, and this is where we are dropping our car seat. We're getting there. With very helpful staff with Virgin there, really helpful staff member to get us through that, so very appreciative to him for that. But yeah, not an easy process to do these self-check-in things, self-bag drops. Yeah, here we go. So we're through security. Note to self, if you've got a power bank, take it out or tell them, because my bag came through as high alert, which has never happened before. But yeah, we're through security. Really good family lanes here at Manchester. They could really be doing those in lots of other places. That was really good. So yeah, we're now through. We're going to get some tea before we get ready to board. After we completed our booking with Virgin Atlantic, we contacted them to put in a request for the bassinet seat. I don't believe you can actually book these seats online. You can only do it if you have something like a disability or require the bassinet seat, which Virgin will accommodate if they can, and they will allocate these seats for you. As you can see, this had much more legroom for us, which allowed much more room for the bassinet. We were also provided with a pillow, headphones and a blanket on each chair, so because this flight wasn't full, we got to use extra of these if we needed them, and lots of people were also spaced out without this area of the plane because it was so empty. When you're travelling with an infant, you will also be given an additional seatbelt for them, and they will need to sit facing forward on your lap for takeoff and for landing, and anytime the seatbelt sign is on. If the seatbelt sign does go on and they are strapped into the bassinet, you can leave them in there, so if they're already sleeping, you don't have to wake them. The Virgin Atlantic cabin crew were really supportive and really helpful getting the bassinet set up and helping us with anything that we needed as well, so I would definitely recommend doing this if you feel that your baby would be comfortable in a bassinet throughout the flight. Our baby slept for about 3 hours on the flight on the way out using the bassinet, which was great because it helped us get some rest before we landed in MCO, and even on our return flight he slept the entire way back, which was a night flight, so I would definitely recommend this option if you feel that it would suit you. So on arrival to MCO, we already knew that our transfer was going to come in the form of a rideshare, i.e. Uber or Lyft.
It's best to keep an eye on the apps for different pricing. We have found that Lyft tends to be a bit cheaper, but also make sure you have a look out for deals for new users. So we used this last time and we used that this time as well by just signing up for either one of us to get the new member deal. That meant that we got the Lyft rideshare for much cheaper than Uber. So you just follow the signs for rideshare, head out, and it will give you a number where you will meet your driver. It should also give you details of the vehicle, including the registration plate. Just bear in mind that in America generally there aren't registration plates on the front of the car, so you will need to keep an eye on the back. But it should tell you who your driver is and what kind of car they're driving, so that you know what car you're getting into and, like I say, what number they should be arriving at to collect you from. On arrival to any Disney property hotel, there will be bell services. We had one of the bell services cast members help us with one of the luggage trolleys, and he escorted us straight round to our building, which was super helpful. We were staying in the Mighty Ducks building, number 2805. And this was ideal, as I'll talk later in the vlog, because we were also really close to All Star Music Resort. So this is our room. We have the Hey Disney device, which we didn't really use. We have one double bed, another Murphy bed available if we need it, which we ended up not using. This was our storage for the main area, and obviously an adjoining room available. Our bathroom was much bigger than we had last time in Pop Century, so we were really happy with that. Really nice and clean, as I'll discuss later. These have all been newly refurbed, so we were really impressed with the room. Just could have done with a wee bit more storage. So this is where you'll find luggage assistance in the lobby. We were also able to get a first visit badge for Lewis. You will see some of the big buttons sitting on some of the desks in the lobby. If you just approach one of the staff members and ask them, they'll be able to provide you with a celebratory button for many different occasions. There's also a merchandise shop and food court available just off the lobby as well.
Okay, I have no idea where I left you last, but we've arrived. We arrived in a storm. And yeah, we're just trying to get organised in the room. We have had a wee setback because we're kind of a bit thrown off because we'd organised an Amazon grocery delivery to come. My baby's turned feral as well, apparently. And yeah, it didn't arrive because apparently there was an issue with the address on the order, which the staff here have confirmed was rubbish basically. So we'd ordered some water, avocados and bananas for him to have for breakfast and things, and we don't have any of it now, but we've managed to get another order that should be coming tonight. It's still something I would highly recommend doing because we did it last year and it worked really, really well, and hopefully if it comes tonight it'll work just as well. It's a really good way to get water and things to the room without paying extortionate prices. Good morning. So I have no idea where I left off yesterday on travel day, but we're here and the room is lovely. We're really happy with the room. I know the All-Stars were all refurbished relatively recently, and you can definitely tell they're great and we really like it. Not a huge amount of storage. We did stay at Pop Century last year and we definitely think there's a lot more storage there than we have now, so that's difficult, especially because we're here as a family, but we're managing absolutely fine. Yeah, we had a bit of an issue last night with the Amazon Fresh order, which we've done before, and we spoke to staff here and they confirmed that they get Amazon Fresh orders all the time with no issues, but for some reason the guy who was delivering ours last night thought there was an address issue, which again also the staff here have confirmed there was no address issue. So we don't know what happened there, but basically we had to then reorder all the groceries we had coming, and they got delivered at like 11 o'clock last night, so that was a late one. But well, it was a late one for my husband, not for me because I went to bed with the baby. But yeah, we got them and they're here. Basically that was all of our water. We got some avocados and bananas for breakfasts for baby, and just some snacks for the room. We did that last year as well, and I would highly recommend if you are coming to do that kind of thing, because you can just get it delivered to, well, it's normally kind of Bell Services or something that take it, and yeah, you can just go and pick it up, and then you've got all your stuff for your room. There's a wee drinks fridge and things, so you can keep your stuff fresh. So yeah, but travel day generally was great. It was really good. We really enjoyed flying from Manchester. We didn't love the Premier Inn, so that was the Premier Inn at Held Green at Cheadle. Yeah, it was. I think it's just an old building that doesn't block out any of the sound of the airplanes coming over. Obviously we're very, very close to the airport, so you can't really expect much else than that, but it just wasn't, we just didn't love it. It just wasn't super clean. It was very, like I say, really in dire need of an update. Yeah, just very basic. I don't think we would use it again, but we can't complain too much because we only paid like £50 for it or something for the night. So yeah, not horrendous, but not really great either. Definitely a kind of 1 or 2 out of 5 type situation. But like I say, we're here now, and yeah, really enjoyed travelling from Manchester. Really enjoyed travelling with Virgin. That was, like I say, our first Virgin flight, and we really, really liked it. Staff were amazing. We put in a request for the bassinet seat, which you can do when you're booking, and we got the bassinet seat. We got the bassinet. He slept in it, which was great, and yeah, we just had a really nice flight. It you know, you get a bit fed up towards the end, as you do with all of these long haul flights, but it was great. It was really great, and I honestly can't complain. Straighteners though, side note, last year I brought my own straighteners, which are just Mark Hill ones that I bought in the UK, fine. I brought them here, they didn't work. They didn't heat all the way up, and it's because there's different voltage here in America than we have in the UK, which I knew nothing about. So I bought a dual voltage pair of straighteners, just cheap off Amazon. These are Revlon ones. And they've worked absolutely fine this morning. So last year was not a good hair day any day. So yeah, that's a top tip if you are coming. Don't bring your own straighteners unless you know they're dual voltage. But yeah, so travel day was great. We came back to the room, got a pizza, got ourselves all unpacked, and got a good night's sleep, which was great. And now we're just going to get ready and head into Magic Kingdom. He's excited. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed travel day, and I hope you join us for the next vlog as well. Like I say, we're going to head off to Magic Kingdom. There is a Mickey's Not So Scary tonight, so it's only open till 6 o'clock, but we're actually okay with that because it tends to keep the park a bit quieter, especially if we're going in for our first day. Just kind of ease ourselves in a wee bit. But we do have tickets for a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So that's coming up soon, which I'm really excited for because I've not been to that in like 10 years. I went with my sister when we came for the first time 10 years ago, but obviously the other two haven't been before. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, and we're very much just not going with a big plan this trip. We're just easing ourselves in, just trying to enjoy, soak up the atmosphere, soak up being here with Lewis for the first time, and yeah, just enjoying ourselves, no pressure. So Matthew's way to get resort mugs. I'll explain resort mugs in the next one if anyone's not familiar, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.